When it comes to most UFO encounters, it's usually just one person who happens to be at the right place at the right time. However, this next incident got a lot of buzz recently because it was seen over 2 days by multiple people. So we've got different perspectives of the same strange phenomenon, but do they lead to the same answer? December 1st, 2022. Fredonia, Wisconsin. It's just before 11 p.m., and after working a long day, Ken B is out for a stroll.
So I was walking outside, and it's very dark. We do not have street lights or anything like that in the area.
Suddenly, something dashes above Ken in the night sky. So he pulls out his cell phone and captures this. A group of 4 lights quickly streak across the sky.
They appeared from behind me, went across the sky. You could see a little flash of light right before they disappeared.
Then 5 more lights, moving a little more slowly, make the same startling motion.
It was kind of a creepy experience. I'd be kidding you if I said it wasn't.
The following evening, Chris Nowak is 40 miles south in Greenfield, Wisconsin, where he records these mysterious lights in the sky.
They would pulse through and race incredibly quickly. It was like this charge of light that would go through from as far back as we could see in literally a second or two. It really seemed to defy logical explanation.
Did Ken and Chris witness the same mysterious phenomenon? Could it be alien? Writer Amy Title says it's not crazy to think so, especially if you know Wisconsin.
You can understand why someone would think this is something otherworldly, because Wisconsin has an incredible amount of UFO sightings going back to the 1950s.
Title notes that one of the most controversial sightings took place in the mid-1960s near Green Bay.
For 4 nights in a row, eyewitnesses observed and filmed UFO activity. But when they reported those incidents to the National Guard, all of their films were confiscated. In the years that followed, the individuals tried to figure out what it was they were seeing, but none of them were ever given straight answers.
Wisconsin has been a UFO hotspot for so long that over 70 years ago, husband and wife Jim and Coral Lorenzen formed a group known as the Aerial Phenomena Research Organization to document UFO cases from all around the state. Do these sightings qualify to make the list? Let's see what our experts say. Have Ken and Chris documented another extraordinary moment in Wisconsin UFO history? Rich Hoffman wants to believe, but in this case, he can't.
There's no instantaneous acceleration that was visible. These were consistently moving at not even hypersonic speeds. The lights were moving across the sky and going in a relatively normal pattern. There's nothing here that looks extraterrestrial.
Time to call in our super sleuth, science writer and video analyst Mick West. And right off the bat, he's sure this isn't any video trickery.
Chris and Ken's sightings are similar in that we see clouds in both videos, and we see lights that move around.
But it's the way the lights change shape as they move through the cloud cover that gives the biggest clue in Ken's video.
If you point a light straight up at something, it's a nice round spot. If it's at an angle, the further away they get, the more stretched out they will get. And as they get closer in, we see they get shorter and shorter.
This indicates the lights are being projected from a fixed point on the ground. But what about the jumpier lights in the Greenfield video?
We've all used a laser pointer and had our cats chase it. I think what we're looking at here looks like lights that are being shone up from below onto the clouds.
So what is the source of these lights? Ken and Chris's videos were filmed at different times and 40 miles apart. West investigates Ken's video first and learns of another eyewitness to his exact same sighting. So he plots the coordinates.
Now, the good thing is we have another witness. We know which road she was on, and we know roughly what direction she was looking in. So we can stick her location on the map, and she was actually in a very different location, way down here towards West Bend. So now we've got 2 lines of sight from 2 different people.
Knowing approximately where the lights came from, West makes a final call.
I contacted the local Chamber of Commerce, and they said the Flanders family have an annual light show, which they do for charity every year, and the location of it is more or less where these 2 lines cross. And they had spotlights mounted on the roof of the house, and it's, in every way, it is a match.
It turns out this alien invasion is just a celebration of holiday cheer.
I think that Ken was looking at the Flanders family Christmas lights, and I think that Chris was looking at a different set of Christmas lights about 40 miles away.
Our verdict, Christmas spotlights. It took some detective work, but we see that given the known cloud cover that day, West's interpretation makes sense. And since it was the season for holiday lights, we think that was the reason.